Top of the what is it, afternoon for some of y'all? AM, afternoon, breezy. What's good, breezy? Top of the day. I'll say that to you. Thanks for being the first person stopping in. How's it going? How's it going? Jen, what's goody? Thanks for putting up on me, man. I appreciate it. I really, really do. As you see, I started a little early, a couple minutes early, because I ain't gonna front. I'm tired. I was sitting here getting the I feel that West Coast time and no time. Yeah, that. I was sitting here like getting ready for the show, getting all the stuff scheduled and stuff like that. And I was sitting, I'm sitting in front of the thing, and I start dozing off, and I'm like, damn, I'm really tired. Um, so I said, let me just turn it on right now and get it going now, so I can just, you know, kick into motion and get out this tired feeling. I woke up super early, working, getting it in, and then I'm here and set it up, and I was about to go to sleep. No, 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 no. We not doing that. We up and at 'em. Good to see y'all. What's good with it, Jen? How you been? Breeze, how you been if you're still up in here? Waiting for everybody else to tap in. Got a couple of things I want to talk about. I want to see what you think about these things, and I want to know if I'm tripping or not. Because I had some very interesting conversations with two of my homegirls these past couple of days. Quite different as far as subject matter, but we're dealing with a lot of narrative. So I want to talk about some of these things. Hey, you deserve a drink tonight. You should celebrate. Yeah, you at work, you're doing your thing, you provide, you're getting the money, getting to the bag. You should go out and let your hair down, man. Go have a good drink. Be safe. Don't do too much. But go out and have a good time, man. I think you should. Definitely. Yeah, I was having a conversation with two of my homegirls, and it was really interesting conversations. And like I said, two different conversations, but we'll talk about it when it's time to, because I want to discuss these things. Because sometimes, you know, still tired. Sometimes I get a little frustrated with people. And is it fair to say, well, yeah, I guess it is. What you mean? I get frustrated with people, and sometimes I get annoyed or fed up or frustrated with how one thinks, especially when these people are your friends. It's almost like you be a little disappointed in how they think sometimes. Not overall, it may be about a certain topic or subject matter, and that thing could be a heavy topic to you, and you just be like, "No, ooh, shoot," you'd be like, "No, that ain't cool." Oh, Breezy, you okay? Are you feeling like under the weather? As far as no good? Hope you feel okay. I hate being under the weather because I don't get sick a lot. And when I get sick, it'd be crazy. And maybe it's just me being a big old baby because I don't remember the last time I was sick like that, but I know I'll be in pain. Well, this is just different. COVID, I was sick, but it wasn't like common cold type of sickness. And I was messed up. My first time getting COVID, I got COVID twice. My first time I got COVID, I was messed up. Man, it was no joke. Well, he got like this. Shoot. Kevin, Kevin Finley, Kevin Finley in the building with the Ricky marketing. Good Get the Rickies on deck. I should have got some too, man. Man, what's up for the weekend with y'all? What y'all get into? My weekend is gonna be low. I'm supposed to be getting with a good friend of mine, my good brother Austin. Austin actually be in the chat. So when you see Austin in the chat, I'm gonna get with Austin. I'm supposed to be meeting his family member Saturday, I think. I think it's his brother. That could be cool. Yeah. I am really tired too. That's like the fifth time I yawned on camera already, and we just turned this thing on. Um, but like I said, I turned it on early because I felt myself falling asleep before I logged on. I'm so tired to get that much good sleep last night, and I jumped right up and got to work this morning, and I'm home, and at 8. And also, I went to this place by the house to get some food. It's a new spot by my house, well, close to my house. It's a breakfast spot called the Best Damn Breakfast Burrito, right off of, right off of West Boulevard in Washington. First time having, I pulled up there like, you know what? Let me just grab a little burrito before I head to the house. Yeah, that gotta be like number 6. Let me just grab a little burrito before I get to the house. Got the burrito, came with side of tater tots. Tater tots are good, fire, knocked them down, I love tater tots. But then I got the burrito, and I was like, the burrito wasn't given flavor. It wasn't what I would expect of a respectable breakfast burrito. It had all the things in it, right? A nice selection of things. Other things I would want, maybe minus or add a couple things, but for the most part, they got everything right. And it just didn't have any flavor. Now, they did give me a garlic aioli, which I did add to some of the burrito as I took a bite, dip, took a bite, dip, took a bite. And that sauce was fire. The aioli was fire, and I put that aioli on the burrito was fire. But technically, you're not tasting the burrito. You're tasting the mixture of the meat and cheese and eggs and stuff with the garlic aioli, which can be very powerful, and it can be overpowering. So it wasn't like a fair assessment with the garlic aioli on there, which I feel like in food, a lot of times the sauces are the enhancement, but it should never cover for the flavor. You know what I mean? So I just wasn't feeling good after that purchase. Tired already. I've been driving around this morning doing work. On my way home, uh, uh, appointment for another gig canceled. I gotta be that gotta be 7 or 8 times a yarn right there. Appointment canceled. I'm hot about that. But then I go, let me go pick up the burrito, see what this is like. So yeah, I'm not, how I go when you spend money on food that you don't like. That's one of the worst things. You know, let me read the comments. So, hey, birthday, my birthday, kids are I'm gonna treat little women off to jamming for 3 days. Oh, that's dope, Breezy. Okay, Breezy. Have a little vacate or so. Okay, not to pry. And if you don't want to answer, just say no comment in the comment section. Are you and the father of your kids are y'all together or just co-parenting and doing a hangout thing? Because that's cool. I'm just asking. Because going out to a cabin together, are y'all together working it out or just co-parenting and just going to take the kids out? You know, and mind you, not to be in your business if you feel like I'm being too If I'm prying, then just say no comment. I won't ask that again. Just asking. What's that? 9? Gotta be 9. 9 yawns. Gotta be 9. Yeah, what? Yeah. So what was I saying earlier? I forgot. I think I talked about how tired I was. I think I was on like eighth yawn for the show. Oh, here come number 9. What is going? You know what? I need to get myself together because it wasn't the type of pie I was planning on having. Where I just be yawning all the time. Um, but I do it. Let's see. Oh, dope. Okay. Okay, Breezy, that's dope. I mean, I hope you guys have a ball too. I hope you feel better. For real. Maybe that fresh air and everything will make you feel, you know what I mean? Feel way better. Relaxation. Let your hair down a bit, get comfortable, relax. You know what I mean? So hopefully you feel better for sure. Oh yeah, kid, that's what I'm talking about. Buying bad food, which is the worst thing ever. I like eating. I'm a foodie. I like eating. And when you spend money on food, you expect that food to be at least good. Because you try your hard to do the research or like you say, okay, I've been checking out this restaurant. They got some good dishes. Good, look like they got some good food. Pictures look dope. They've been getting some good reviews, influencers amongst, and yep, gave it a good whatever, whatever, however you did the research. And then you get there and you may try the signature thing and then maybe a couple other things, and you just like, yo, that was underwhelming. And in some cases, a complete disappointment. I'm gonna give you a place, and I'm gonna say this on here. I wouldn't go to my Instagram and say it or whatever because I necessarily wouldn't do them like that. But I'm gonna give you a place that I got me 10. That's 10 yawns. I'm gonna give you a place. If you're in the LA area, and I say LA, I mean LA County area, so wide span LA area. You've probably heard this before, and I've been hearing this for a while. So I went to go check and see, and I was all the way disappointed. So if you're in the LA County area or Pasadena area, right? LA covers a lot, but if you're in Pasadena too, you've sure heard this. So I've heard for so many years that one of the best breakfast burritos, or burritos in general, I guess maybe one of the best breakfast burritos was at a place called, is it Lucky Boys in Pasadena? For those who know the area, know Pasadena, is it Lucky Boys? You're right down the street from Highlands, from Highland, Race. I think it's Lucky Boy. Me and my wife stopped at Lucky Boy one morning. It was not good. It's been so many so-called foodies, influencers, um, the random list to go through your timeline. Best burrito spots, best burritos, best hamburger list, best such and such in the city. All them lists come right. Lucky Boy has been on like so many lists when it comes to like breakfast burritos and burritos, right? And all these years, I just never stepped in there. Been to Pasadena thousands of times about a bunch of stuff, friends, events, shows, a bunch of reasons why I would be out there, driving around, whatever. Um, but yeah, it wasn't it. Yeah, it's not it. Keep JT lit is definitely in the building. Yeah, Lucky Boy Cafe. Lucky, I think it's on. No, let me not say Lucky Boy Cafe. Lucky Boy in Pasadena, right off of Arroyo Parkway. In my opinion, that burrito was trash. And now, mind you, there's a difference. If I say I don't like something, for example, the best damn burrito spot, I didn't say the burrito was trash. I just said it was. They act like I ordered. Yo, let me get that burrito. Hold the flavor. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't say it was trash. I just felt like something could be changed, like seasoning can be added or whatever. Anyway, there's that. But Lucky Boy in Pasadena, that's the worst. That burrito is trash. I don't know who all these people. I don't know if it's paid promotions or what, but there's no way. There's no way they got that many people to say that's been one of the best spots to eat in Pasadena. There's no way. Yeah, nah. Anyway, um, is Destination Barbecue slipping? Slapping? Hey, so where's that at, Kev? I don't know where that's at. Where's Destination Barbecue? Is that ain't the ad where oh boy, the old man always like picking up the ribs and letting it drop off the bone and all that? Pause. Is that spot? Because if it is, that's in Marietta, I think. That's not like out here in L.A. No, I mean, it's about an hour or something out. If so, is that spot you're talking about? Yeah, okay, so that's in Marietta, if I'm not mistaken. Marietta, which is about hour and a half outside of LA. I heard the food is good, but I heard it's also ridiculously expensive. Now, we all know barbecue can run you a smooth ticket, depending on what you get, how size the platter and all that, right? We get it. I know barbecue can be a smooth, pretty penny. But yeah, the most reviews I heard from that spot is the prices are ridiculous. So I don't know how to judge that yet. I want to have it on. I want to try it on my own, but I don't want to drive to Marietta to do it. That's the problem. I'm gonna figure it out. So where's Breezy? Breezy, I'd like to ask you a question. Breezy says she at work, huh, so she can't go live. Breezy, are you at work? You can't go live? Because I like to talk to a woman about this. Like I said, I had a couple of conversations with a couple of my homegirls, and I feel like one was productive, and we got somewhere in the conversation, and the other one was just like a standoff, and I I didn't like the conversation, and I didn't want to go there, and I was kind of coerced into going there, and then the conversation we had was a little heavy, but I have some issues with the way she see things, and I want to know: am I tripping? Is it like the male thing tripping or not? You know what I mean? Oh, okay, okay. I wish you could go live. Yeah, I want to know, man. I gotta. Maybe I can get somebody. I'm not sure. Hmm. I don't know. Anyway, but so okay, I'll tell you what happened. So look, so there's two conversations. There's one conversation. Okay, I'll tell you about the lighter conversation, which is interesting, and then the other conversation. So one of the conversations talked about how I put a post up, right? There's this page I follow on Instagram called the Queen of Accountability. That's the name of her page, right? One of my favorite follows. And her whole page is holding people accountable. Men, women, whoever. Ourselves. That's the page. So one of the posts, there was a whole bunch of comments and questions or different tweets and stuff from different women and different responses to hers and vice versa. So the first, matter of fact, let me see if I have it on my phone. I'll read it to y'all. Wish I posted here, but I don't feel like forwarding it, loading it up, and all that. I think I do. Yep. Oh, sure. Do I have them? Sure. Oh, Lord. Oh, I didn't have. I think I. My bad. Oh, damn. I don't think I have them no more. Let me go to her page and I'll show you. Yep. The Queen of Accountability. That's her page. Let me find this post right here. Okay, man. Okay. Where's a successful tag? I'm looking for the specific post right now. Give me a second. Give me a second. My bad. Okay, here we go. So a woman did a tweet that said men are jealous and intimidated by successful women. Right? Um, when I hear that, my initial thoughts is I don't want to be rude, but like shut up. And I don't mean shut up as a woman. I mean like shut up as a person that just be saying stuff. Right? She said men are jealous and intimidated by successful women. So in my mind, I'm like, you can't just write that and that's it. So someone responded, someone who is the queen of accountability, she responded, she said, no, men aren't intimidated by successful women. They're turned off by arrogant ones who weaponize their success instead of complimenting it with humility and partnership. Yeah, so I took a liking to that. So one of my friends responded in a DM about how she agrees. She thinks men are intimidated by successful women, and I'm like, well, here's the thing. I have no argument or no proof to say you're not right with at least one person, with at least one man in the world. You are right about that. Yeah, so that would be some maybe. If there's a couple of them all around the world, then maybe say, yeah, some men are right. Yeah, but the grand scheme of things, no, I don't think we are. You know, and the reason why I say this is because it's not that we don't have a love for money and being on top and being our own boss. It's not that. What we know and have experience is the way certain women, some women, it's like who they become once they get the bag, and then that becomes the problem because nobody's telling you to just go in a house and be barefoot and pregnant. That's out. But yo, we like men. I explain it like this. I explain it like this. I said men like the simple things. We don't be caring about all that stuff. I said women think we like we approach you. You wanna, and I'm talking about to specific people, not all women and not all men. Right? I can speak for men somewhat. I am a man, but can't speak for women. Right? So I'm just giving my synopsis about what happened. So men, we are very simple creatures, right? We like simple things, and you know, it's comforting when I talk about my wife to certain people, it's comforting when I lay down the values of why I love my wife, all these things, good things, right? First of all, money ain't nowhere in it, and not that you can't want a person with money or good money or for security, whatever the case may be. Not that you can't want that, because you should in certain aspects of it, especially if you bring in two people together, which means two businesses, a bunch of other stuff. So you should be aware. But anyway, back to the conversation was this. It was like, men care how we treat it. See, it's not deep. It's not like a long, transcript of like all this evidence and stuff. No, no, no. Men like to be treated nicely. That's what we hold on to. We want to be treated in such a way. Being treated and respected as a man, further than almost any other thing you could do, right? Because a lot of times women use their attributes, quote unquote, their attributes, not my words, but like, I can clean, I can have good sex, and I do this, and and for the men, they like, man, I just want some peace in the house, you know. Especially men, we talking about, especially an honest man. When I say honest man, I mean one that's going to work and handle his business and doesn't live a life of crime. He's just a standard dude, a cool dude, right? That guy. Um, Even like it's like if I remember one time me and my wife got in an argument. She came home one day and she started talking about something. I forgot what it was. Something I did though. Maybe something she was talking about something. And I let her talk for like 20 minutes. She was just going, going, going. And I was like, hi. And right in that moment, she realized, like, yo, I came here on my tip, just frantically, like, we gotta do this, we gotta all these things. Why you left the door open? You did whatever. Something I did something. And I was like, hi. And then it just caught her off guard. Like she had to reel it back in, like, damn, this is what he said I'll be doing. And I'm caught live in the act of doing it. Right? Like, don't just come in the house complaining about stuff or you owe me about something. You know, we have a duty to ourselves and our future families to, one, not divide, right? I mean, no, I'm not. There's cases where you should divide, in my opinion. But I mean, like, if you know how to work it out, right? But first of all, I don't even want to say that because I'm in my head. I'm going over stuff in my head that I'm kind of like safeguarding myself to say and not to say, because even though I feel like some of the things I want to say are safe, when you say them out loud, sometimes how it's received can be tricky, and I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Okay, let me see. Just for example, I think you should be able to turn it off once you step away from work. Okay, so I think that's the thing, Breezy. Right? It's like learning how to turn it on and off. Right? Just like a guy should be able to turn it on and off. Right? They say a lot of now. This is what I heard. I'm not a woman, so I can't speak. My homegirls told me some of them like street dudes because like they love for him to be that kind of exciting, danger chasing kind of guy. But when they home, he's like my baby, my boo, my cool. He's not like that in the streets. And they love the dichotomy of both sides of that. I think when it comes to successful women, one, I'm gonna say this, and I don't mean this to be dismissive. Just let me explain, but I gotta say it first. We don't care, men, right? We don't care. And I don't mean like we don't care literally. I'm just saying that like that's like a add-on to all the shit we here for. That wasn't what we here for. That was an add-on to it, right? Yeah, pretty and all that stuff like that. Yeah, that's okay. That's something too, right? But how she makes us feel trumps everything. If she happened to be CEO of something or head something, whatever, cool, right? But don't come here acting like CEO such and such, because it's gonna be an issue. When I say issue, it's like that's what we mean. If you because what happens is men start to feel like we don't. First of all, we don't ever want to feel like you're belittling us. Don't talk down on me. Don't look down upon me. Don't none of that, right? And sometimes it's the fact that you may not look down on me, but it may be how you talk to me, right? When asking me to do something, when not knowing how to split the two worlds up of being a boss who runs a company of maybe 40, 50 to 100 people, right? And then you come home and you didn't ask me to do something like you talking to one of your employees. And then now we like, oh, okay, we have an issue here, right? And if you don't see the issue, if I'm complaining about that issue, and sometimes you can fight that, right? And then you tell yourself, I'm intimidated. No, I'm not intimidated. I'm here already, right? We did all the things. We shared a bed, we made love, we talked, we cried together, we did all the things. I'm not intimidated because of that, but I'm not an employee of yours either, you know. So, it's like we don't care about all that. I remember it's funny. I remember that one of the popular Kevin Samuels clips. Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. And I'm not a red pill dude. Let me clear that up right now. I'm not red pill, none of that. But one of the popular Kevin Samuels clip was when he asked a woman, "What do you say?" He said, "What do you bring to the table as far as like for men? Like, what are your attributes? What are your things that were men like or something?" She said to that effect, and she was like, "Well, I got I'm a Harvard graduate. I got two degrees." She said, I'm intelligent. But he said, let me stop you right there. Let me stop you. He said, he was like, no man care about that. And he said, that's great. That's impressive, right? But that's not what got me. I ain't sitting with my homeboy somewhere like, nigga, she got 3 degrees. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody doing all that. We not sitting around saying, now you are, here's the thing, don't get it twisted. I think it's awesome that a woman is super intelligent, and if she desires to go to school, that she finished and got a doctorate or whatever she got, right? The fact that she finished is amazing. She got her doctorate. She's maybe an expert in something, right? That's amazing, and should be applauded, right? That's not why a man is there, though. Is what I'm saying. Don't conflate the two, you know, because when it comes to bringing up your attribute, you don't want me saying like if if a woman asks me, well, what do women like you about you? And I was like, well, uh, one, I'm one of the dopest MCs people have said. I did songs with such and such. I wrote songs for such and such. I did that, whatever. She like, wait, what? What woman care about that? Why are you naming all the stuff women don't care about? They don't care about that, nigga. Do you love your mama? Like, do you respect women? Right? How are you with your finances? It ain't about like, are you rich or not? Can you manage your finances? Right? If we to bring this together, do you have debt? How are you with children? Do you want kids? Do you want to get married? How are you with committed relationships? Do you want to see yourself in a long-term relationship? These are things that should be talked about. But if I get to yelling off that time I made I'm 4 touchdowns, poke high, whatever the case may be. Anybody care about all that? You know what I mean? We anybody we ain't man. I be trying to. I was having a conversation with the homegirl. She was like, "Yeah, but," she said, "I've been with guys who were intimidated by my success." I said, "What makes you think that? Did he tell you that?" I'm not. And here's the thing. Let me be clear. I'm not saying there isn't a man on earth that isn't intimidated by a woman's success. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I'm speaking generally here, though, right? And men typically are not. The problem is who you become when you become successful, right? If you're cool and successful and humble, cool, right? The minute you start talking or acting like you're the boss in the house, And I'm not talking about women and men roles. I'm talking about if you come home and talk to me like I'm your employee, we have an issue. We have an issue because I'm to always make you feel like my lady, inside the house, outside the house. I'm always to make. That's one of my jobs, my duties as a partner in a relationship. I'm always supposed to make you feel like a woman and my woman, right? Protected, gentle, caring, all the things I'm supposed to do to make you feel like a woman. The minute I start talking to you like one of my homeboys, you're gonna be like, who are you talking to? I'm not your partner. You know what I mean? Like I'm not what? And so that's where it's like you draw the line somewhere. So when it comes to and here's the thing, a lot of times this is my opinion. It's not a fact about all women. A lot of times women like the one on that post. I don't know her, but she that I'm just gonna I'm just freestyling here. Um, a lot of times women find themselves by themselves that may be super successful because you put everything because you put work before everything. So when did you have time to find a man? What kind of time could you put in to even nurture a relationship? Because the same thing happens on the other end, right? A men a man will, whether it's a musician, entertainer, corporate, whatever, spend nights in the office, nights on the road, whatever the case may be. And typically, a lot of women who like or love that man, and also appreciate security, financial security, they'll wait. I see it all the time. We see it all the time. A lot of these rappers been married since high school. A lot of these rappers been with their wives their whole career. I'm not saying like it ain't been shit in the game, right? I'm not saying these dudes been saints. I'm not painting that picture. What I'm saying is that women will react different in those cases. Not all the time. I'm generalizing here. Don't get mad, right? The dudes don't react the same kind of way. You, we just don't, you know. And the pickings are. I know people hate the numbers game. But the number is a real game. People hate the number game. As far as there are way more women out here than there are men. So if everybody was faithful, then I mean a bunch of women not gonna have. I understand it sounds like a dismissive, misleading data research thing, right? Because also there's more women, men in prison. There's more men who are murdered. There's more men who there's a lot of men who are gay. There's so many men that are off the board for you, so it's even slimmer than it was before all those other rates. And then the men who don't want to be faithful or don't want to be committed. Then there's that. So you're trying to find a good, faithful, cool, wholesome man who is successful, 6'5", who's dumb, intelligent, love his mama, good with kids but don't have any. Like that shit's like a diamond in the rough. I'm not saying he don't exist. I'm just saying like everybody can't be looking for him. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can, and then what happens is the problem is sometimes that nigga know he him. So now you got to deal with that of him knowing he him. Back to the original topic, success is for a lot of us isn't intimidating. It's how you are when you become successful. A lot of men probably couldn't deal with her. Probably, I don't know. I could be wrong. Just saying, but a lot of men probably would not deal with her because she want to throw success in your face all the time. For you to even tweet that is a thing. It's something, and we don't be with it. So we like, no, I don't want to feel like, no, we not doing that. Let's see. For me, I like my man. Let me see. What Breeze said. For me, I like my man to be a man, whether it's handy stuff, stepping in and when kids talk spicy to me because my oldest are in high school, seeing them be soft for our daughter. I dig that. I dig that. And see, the problem is not with your statement. That's for sure. I totally respect that. It's the women who will have a man like that and then talk to him like he not that, right? Let's take the successful woman, the boss, the lady who runs her own team and she got her office or whatever the case may be. Like if she have that at the house and then try to talk to him crazy like he not that, right? And then once he start like kicking back, like the arguing, the fights, and the verbal stuff start happening, she'll call him intimidated, and he like, no, I'm a man, and you forgot that because you are successful. Like that trumps everything. See, what happens is even in her own marriage, she puts her career before everybody else. A woman. Here's the thing. I told this to Hunger. Um, I said, women, children, and dogs are the only three beings on the world that people love unconditionally. Women, children, and dogs. Men are loved based on service. This isn't a fact for all people everywhere and all men everywhere. I'm generalizing once again. I got to keep saying it because you know how I go. Um, Men are loved and appreciated due to service. How much service? Who you providing for? Who you bringing the money home to? Who are you protecting? Who are you making sure you're looking out for? Who? That's that determines us being a men. And by definition, no, that's way off. But society's all messed up. So if you're not doing those things, people are loving you based on those things, and men feel it too. We talk about it. We talk about this. Me and my friends talk. I think we had a. I did a safe room episode. It was me and like 4 or 5 of my brothers on there talking about the same thing, talking about how not having the space to just unwind and relax, and without feeling like somebody needs you to do something or want something from them. And then if you don't, they looking at you like you aren't a man, or what good are you to me now that you don't do that? And I'm just like, what? You know what I mean? And I'm just like, and it's not a male, woman bashing episode. It's definitely not that, or a male bashing episode. I'm speaking for men who have voiced his opinion in group chats and to each other, but maybe just not out loud. You know what I mean? I'm speaking to women who are listening with an unbiased ear that understand I'm not trying to attack them because this ain't for every woman either. I'm talking to a specific few. Or no, not a few. I'm talking to a very specific community of women. So it's tough. It's like, but it's hard to also listen to me, and I'm a man, which takes me to my other conversation. My other homegirl, we send each other, post. Sometimes post about whatever policy. Sometimes post about a bunch of stuff. But she always send me this post about. Now she's a single mother, um, very attractive, ridiculously successful, uber successful. Right, money is not her issue in no kind of way, and she's artistic also, artistic, not autistic. She's a creative, can sing, can write, a bunch of stuff. Right, super dope. But I noticed that a lot of her posts that she sent to me are like men not being shit centered, right? And I asked her about that. I'm like, yo, why do you keep sending me all this stuff about men and basically ain't shit posts and men, whatever. I said, and I know you don't think all men are like this because you have friends that are men who aren't like this, me being one of them. And just by these standards, I am the exception to the rule of like men being so evil and so cruel. Now, I don't want to be dismissive, and I wasn't. I told her, I said, look, I understand men throughout history have ruined some shit, right? Yes, did great with technology and moving the human experience forward, but we also been some of the most treacherous, vile, savage beings on earth ever. That's a fact. But I'm telling her, I'm not arguing that fact with you. I know that fact. But I'm also a man who doesn't do none of that, which means if there's one, there's two. If there's two, there's four. If there's four, there's eight, and vice versa. I mean, and you can keep going. That means there's a ton of us who don't fit the standards of the man you're complaining about that you keep sending to me in my DMs. And it's starting to make me feel away because I'm like, why you keep doing this? I'm a man. I'm going to feel away. If I keep sending you red pill stuff in your DMs, you the homegirl, and men talking about how women ain't this and women need to do that, and women second class citizens, and women don't need to, women should never vote, or women should stand in their place and let the man be lead, and you know all that BS the red pill niggas be talking about. If I sent you all that stuff, you'll be like, why you keep sending me stuff? You probably just stop answering the DM because you can't think that I'm into that. Yeah, yeah. You know, I don't want to come off as the guy who being dismissive to when women or men are feeling anything, especially if they feel like something is a trauma response or a trigger response. But also, am protecting myself and my space from letting certain things rile me up. And yeah, I don't know. Like the whole she, it's like we kind of. I'm like, I'm not feeling it. I'm just not feeling like it's so much male bashing. And then she likes to talk about what's the fact that men did this, and back in the 1800s, the men in this one town they did this, and well, in Africa, you know, in North, there's a village in Africa that has no men because the women are scared, afraid of men, so they built their own village, but they don't have men. I'm like, yeah, all that could be true, but why you keep telling me about it all the time? I'm a man. You think I'm not gonna feel no way about it? I'm not protecting the men, and I'm also not being dismissive of you and you being a woman out here in the world where every man you come across probably want to have sex or do something to you. That's horrible. I, I can empathize because I'm not that, but I sympathize for sure. That's horrible. The minute a young lady becomes tall enough to walk outside by herself, some nigga looking at her in a certain kind of way, that gotta be scary. I understand this. When I say understand, I'm not saying like I understand I can't put myself in those shoes, but I'm not blind to it. If you have to go to the grocery store with yourself by yourself at night as a woman who doesn't have a man in the house and you just gotta you never know what the dude walking by you gonna do. Or what's the dude that keep you know what I mean? That seem like he following you, but he's not really following you in the store. Y'all just happen to be that gotta be crazy. It's scary. I get it. You know what I mean? I'm just saying like, but I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that to y'all. I wouldn't do that to none of y'all. I wouldn't send you like red pill propaganda fueled BS all day. Women ain't this, and look how this man shut. Look, my man shuts down feminists, and man does whatever, whatever. And I think it's interesting. Sometimes if somebody has a great point, like I have my likes and not likes about Jordan Peterson. Um, I was looking at a video the other day. He said Jordan Peterson shut down feminists. He just had a conversation with a young woman who didn't agree with why he was saying this is not a male dominated society, right? And they were having a conversation about that back and forth. But the caption was Jordan Peterson. What did it say? Jordan Peterson some served something, did something to to the feminist woman. Destroys. I said something. He destroyed the feminist woman. I said, what, man? I just, I'm just like kind of like, it's not that I'll have the fight in me no more to deal with the real topics and knowing how to converse back and forth where everything is an argument. I'm still learning that skill too. But I just don't want. I don't want to be. I don't want to fit none of the narratives that flying around on social media. I don't want to be. I don't even want to be a part of that. Right. I don't want to be a part of like, oh, black women hate black men and vice versa. I'm not joining. I'm not being in none of that. Because first of all, I don't even agree. So I don't want to. I just want to be cool. I hope that we all, as a people and as a human species, that we all can just appreciate one another, and then take care of one another. I hate people are being attacked anywhere. That's horrible. I just want us to be cool. You know what I mean? And in the middle of all the seriousness, Nick say, Nick, you gotta chill, fam. Breezy, ignore Nick, okay? Don't respond to Nick. And it's interesting. I don't know. The topics. I don't want. I don't be want to have these topics by myself because one, I don't want to do a disservice to women because I can't speak for women, and I can only speak from my side of it, which is a male perspective. So I'm always very careful with the crowd in the room or who I'm talking in front of or around because I don't want to be dismissive to anything anyone feels. You know what I mean? But I can only talk about myself up here because I don't have that share back and forth. Um, but I definitely would love to get you guys' perspectives on this sometime. I'm gonna start pulling people in when I can. I need to start scheduling some of these shows out. But I didn't know I was going to talk about this today. I just had a conversation with a friend, um, and it's a wedding. They were having a wedding, but the cameraman couldn't drive in the same car as the bride or something. Couldn't find the same car with the family, something because some of the ex girl, something crazy. And I'm like, what? Like, I don't know, man. I'm mature this one. I'm still learning. I'm fucking tired. And the day last shit, I'm gonna do this, man. I'm gonna do. But yeah, man, I think two interesting conversations. The one with talking about men, it didn't end so well, but it wasn't like mean or rude, and we didn't curse each other out. No, it wasn't that at all. But it didn't end well. It was like I remember the last thing I said was she left a voice note, and I'm sure she said a bunch of stuff, but I said I won't even dignify or answer that question. I think they asked him about him leaving or something like that, leaving campus. Something I forgot what it was, but he ended ended up being a thing. But yeah, so I don't want to, and these are my friends, so there's no hard feelings over the conversation we had, but I don't like it sounds like someone who despised men, and I'm like, damn, you can't despise men, right? Really? Like, I know we friends. You got a bunch of other friends. Like, do you despise us? Or are we just different? Like, how do you see that? You know. So um, now the other friend, she just She a little extra out, and I love her. I love her so. She dumb smart, ridiculously smart too. You know, and well versed in a lot of things. So I'm not. I don't know. It's just I don't know. I just we'll see. We'll see. You know, and Breezy, that's the thing. I think I need to hear. I need to hear what more about the soft girl era. I hear girls saying it, right? Um, but how does one go about that? How does a woman choose what that is, what she's going to do in that girl era, and how can a man, husband, boyfriend, brother, however, help with her going dealing with that? It's just something that you just is it because at first it sounded like women just make up another thing to go on vacation, like you know what I mean. But I really want to know what it's like. That's why I gotta have women on the show because I'll just be talking. Or bring it like or have a battle with a sexist panel, but don't call it battle with a sexist because people tend to come with like fighting, not violent. I'm talking about play fighting mentality on. All right, man. So what do y'all got up for the weekend? That's super country, Nick. That's country as hell. What do y'all got up for the weekend though? That got to be 11, 12 or something like that. That has to be like 11, 12, something. Yo, Michelle J ain't been here today, huh? Not to tap in with her. All right. Hmm. Let me change this. Yo, yo. I am, Jen. I gotta figure that out. Um, I'm trying to see who though. Who would be a good well, I think Michelle, she said she don't work on Thursdays and Fridays. Maybe I'll call Michelle. I think. I'm not sure. But I definitely want to get a homegirl in here because I do want to talk about these topics with a woman's perspective on it. That way, it can help me a lot in understanding, and also we can maybe she can learn a lot about men through me also with the understanding of like some of our wants and some of the things we be tripping on, some of the things we hold fast on. Um, oh, oh no, right, yeah, for sure, for sure, yeah, same. For sure. I thought you were talking about me. I do want to link with a homegirl online, but for sure, definitely do that. I supposed to go grab, like I said, I'm go hang out with my good brother Austin and his brother Saturday, and I'm gonna go maybe have a cigar or two, which I'm really looking forward to talking and dealing with that. And that's about it for the most part. I think I want to do a video this weekend, not a live stream. I think I want to do a video. I'm not sure what about though. I need to set up my camera, but I need to go outside and do it, not in here. You go outside and make a video. I got a couple of topics that I got down. Just got to break down which one I want to do. I haven't done it like that style of but that kind of content for my page in a while. So I definitely want to get on that. Figure it out. Here, extra cheeks. Let me see. What? Nigga's a fool. All right, man. I'm about to go take care of some biz and get up out of here. I appreciate y'all following through. Who other been? My brother Nick is definitely in the building. Jen, definitely in the building. Breezy, always much love and respect. Definitely in the building. Who else in the building today? Kevin Finley is always in the building. My good brother. Salute to you. Jen, definitely in the building today. Wavy Carter slid through. Definitely in the building. Salute to you. Who else in the building today? Who else in the building? Keep JT lit in the building. Was in the building holding us down. Appreciate that. I think that was it. I think that was just us today in the building. Yes, sir. So appreciate y'all stopping by, man. I'm going live again tomorrow. I'm gonna try to keep the time 11, unless some crazy shit happens or something happens where I gotta move around, whatever. But I do want to go live tomorrow. But I also want to do a video. Hopefully, you know what? I'm gonna try to come with a guest tomorrow because I want to have some of these conversations in front of people, and I need a response back, and then we go back and forth about something. Maybe tomorrow's when I should get a girl for the show. Anyway, man, appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all, man. Thanks for stopping by. You guys are the best. You be holding me down. I really appreciate y'all. No, really. And let me say this for real. No jokes aside. No. I mean, all jokes aside. This ain't the intro. Normal intro. I mean, I'm sorry. Normal outro video. I really, truly do appreciate y'all. I don't say that. I'm not saying it. Just be saying it. I'm not talking to random people. The people that are in here, there's a few missing today, but people are in here are technically like the core of what this community is. And I'm so happy and honored that you guys are here. Honored that you guys are a part of this and going along the journey with me. I truly appreciate y'all in real life. And I thank y'all for real. For real. You guys are amazing. That's the reason, one of the reasons why I keep getting up doing this thing. I You guys are dope. You guys are dope. And you keep showing up for me. You keep, because I be trying, I be having all kind of stuff happen in my life. Ups and downs, roller coaster stuff. So you keep showing up for me. I do not take it for granted. It means the world to me. Thank you in real life. Everybody in this chat, thank you. Thank you. Shout out to my good brother Nick with a super chat. Nick, brother, I thank you, my good brother. You my man. Thank you, dog. Always support me. Nick did the intro video. Do not forget, Nick was the one that did the intro and outro video for my channel. Just because he supported me, just because you showing love, he did that for me. You know, I'm forever grateful for that, and I'm forever grateful for anybody who's subscribed to the channel, who spoke back, who shows up when they see my notification online, they pull up on me. I'm truly grateful for all you, man. I can't say that enough. And I didn't want to make it seem like it's another one of those regular outros saying, "All right, man, peace. I love y'all." Yeah, I love y'all, but I got to put emphasis on it. Like, all shit to the side, you guys are the dopest. Thank y'all, man. Thank you, Kevin Philly. Super chat. Thank you, my good brother. Always hold me down, bro. You always hold me down. Always showing up for support. And let me say this too. If not one person ever give not $1 ever again, the fact y'all keep showing up. For me, if you got to know me to know this is true. For me, that is ridiculously the dopest shit ever. It's super dope that y'all keep showing up all the time just to be online with me. And for us to talk and you can hear me rumble and rant and all kind of stuff I be talking about. That right there is priceless. Priceless. And I'm forever in debt to y'all for that. I thank y'all. Thank you, everybody who I named, all the people who stopped by, all the people who pulled up. Thank you for my super chat guys, my Nick and Kevin Phillies with super chats today. I appreciate y'all. I love that. Thank you for your support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate y'all. And let me let y'all know too, the money and stuff that I get from this show all goes back to the show, right? So I know I'm gonna buy me a screen. I gotta buy me a monitor I can attach to my monitor from my laptop, so I can do it like reaction videos and stuff like that too. I'm really interested in what I can do with that, and I just appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all, because you've been holding me down. So I'm out, my good brothers and sisters. I love y'all. See y'all tomorrow. Peace. Thank y'all.